So we're here today at our Arlt Perspectives workshop. So this focuses on PCOS and we're looking at science and art. So we're bringing together researchers who work on polycystic ovary syndrome, PCOS, alongside people with lived experience of the condition, and also a range of artists who are going to help the people in the room today explore the condition, explore the research and get conversations kind of flowing. An opportunity to break down some of those barriers, creatively explore and get people chatting.
Researchers should know what people with lived experience actually experience, instead of like just a scientific fact of how the condition is like, because there could be like some sort of like symptoms that people are experiencing. They will not be understood, so it can make them feel quite isolated.
I'm an artist. I'm trying to provoke conversations, and then how you can find ways of taking aspects of the story. A lot of my poetry is used within different types of work, whether it's my photography work, whether it's my film work as well.
I was actually in you guys' division. I was like a patient consultant working with Caroline a couple of years ago, and it was on a condition that I've got, well, one of them, called acromegaly.
So this is about now. This is a question about now. And the final question is about almost like what are your wishes for the future? Like the contrast of trying to figure out what you should do with your bodies.
People with lower body weight can have very...
Often there's this perception that actually nothing's happening, you know, there's no science being done, there's no attempt to sort of look to improve the condition or to look for new treatments and things, but actually there is a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes. But as scientists will know, you know, science doesn't happen overnight, it takes a long time sometimes, but it's really important that we do engagement projects like this, that we do go out and speak to the public and let them know about the research that's going on. I'm hoping that alongside doing the sort of art bits and the creative bits, they're also having those kind of conversations too. So we're using sort of art as a bridging tool to facilitate some of those conversations, and we're really pleased to be joined by some great artists who are helping us to do that. So I think success would be bringing people together and them learning a little bit more about each other, and that we have some nice outputs at the end which everybody can sort of feel proud of and feel that they've contributed to.
I always believe when it comes for poetry or even writing things down, it's a way of expressing how we feel as well. So to be able to kind of create a very, very long poem that hopefully goes beyond today and at least through the exhibition time as well, it's quite exciting.
Well, I got diagnosed earlier this year with PCOS, and I realized that like there's not much in terms of support. I'm able to speak to people who are leading in PCOS and like in terms of research and in terms of just in the medical field, but also connecting with people who have PCOS too. Having a go-to place where you feel like you're getting information that's true and a way to manage your PCOS effectively, that's kind of what I want the future to look like for women like myself.
We want to hear from everybody, from people with lived experiences, from other scientists, from artists, from philosophers. So that will also inform our research, because then we do research for the people and for society.
I think art is a way of expressing yourself, expressing your feelings, expressing your emotions in a beautiful way. So I love expressing my feeling through arts, creativity. It's so much rewarding rather than just having to sit down and write.
I think I will need to learn a few skills. So first, to try to communicate our research to members of public or people living with the condition. And then secondly, I will try to deliver our research through art better in the future.
How can you communicate in, for example, in the UK, and people are speaking different languages, but everyone can perceive an image or a picture or a piece of art. So I think it's very useful and expressive way of drawing someone's attention for someone who might not have any knowledge to the most knowledge about PCOS.
I just feel empowered being around people who actually want to help with PCOS and help with like finding more treatment for us with PCOS, and being around women who are putting how they feel about PCOS within their art. So it's just amazing to be in this space and feel listened, seen and heard.